very interesting. Are both conscious and unconsciousness components, mind and intelligence? तो माइंड मन और बुद्धि उन्होंने कहा है, क्या इन दोनों में कॉन्शियस और अनकॉन्शियस कंपोनेंट है बुद्धि में? एंड माय आंसर विल बी यस. In fact, buddhi is not separate from the mind. It's a practical application of the mind. So if the conscious mind is working, it's a conscious mind. If it is the outcome of the unconscious mind and the unconscious actions, then it is a buddhi of the unconscious. So it is there in both one. I'll just come back to Zaiji once I complete one. The second important question which he raised, the surgery for gender change will change the gender of the person. Will the mind and intelligence will also change according to that one? Because we know that there are certain things, like if you say the mammalian brain, it is stronger in the ladies. We are no match to that one. So if some gender is changing from the male to female, will that also appear? Yes. Changes will occur in the first slowly. That will not occur in the ultra fast way. It will occur slowly. And first change will occur in the functional circuitry. And second, it will be long-term structures, albeit in a very slow way. Not that it will be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So the changes will be there. But so there is a fixed, as I said, something is the genetics and something is the living one, which can be changes also. That's the one. Now, first, any particular clarifications or the comments, Dr. Sri Udayji? Udayji?
जय जिनेन्द्र सर.
Yes, sir.
सर आपका लेक्चर बहुत ही सुंदर है, बहुत ही सुंदर है. और आप बहुत ही टॉपिक्स पर बात कर रहे हैं. पर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हमको ये सब बात एक एक धीरे धीरे पॉइंट से देखना ये चाहिए, ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है. और ये जो ट्रांसजेंडर की मैं जो बात कर रहा था, उसका मेरा मेन उद्देश्य यह था कि हम लोग जब जैन फिलोसॉफी में भेद विज्ञान ये हमेशा करते रहते ना, तो हमें यहाँ पर उस आदमी को कि कहा तो उसको भेद विज्ञान, उसको मीन्स बॉडी मेरा नहीं है, मेरा मन नहीं है, और ब्रेन भी अलग है. तो यहाँ से भेद विज्ञान हम अच्छी तरह से समझ सकते हैं. ये मेरा था. इस एट द एंड मीन्स मुझे एट द एंड यहाँ पर आना था, ये था मेरा.
ठीक है. Any other comments from your side, sir?
नहीं.
Thanks, sir.
और सर मैं कोई विद्वान नहीं हूँ, बिल्कुल नहीं हूँ. मैं बिल्कुल एक आम श्रावक हूँ, बिल्कुल वही सिंपल श्रावक.
देखिए, मैं अपने टीचिंग कैरियर और आपसे सीखने के उद्देश्य से बोल रहा हूँ कि जिसको फिक्स्ड आइडियाज नहीं है, उनको पढ़ाना सबसे मुश्किल होता है. जिनके फिक्स्ड आइडियाज हैं, उनको तो मैं चेंज भी नहीं कर सकता. And they will be talking in their language only. But here, you will be improving my language. That's what I say. If you are not conversant or you are not okay with your subject, you are a better person to be asked. So I always welcome the people who are. So when I usually say, छोटे बच्चे को पढ़ाना सबसे मुश्किल होता है, एडल्ट्स को समझाना कोई डीएम का कोई स्टूडेंट आएगा, मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एमडी का स्टूडेंट आएगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. पर क्लास 4th का स्टूडेंट आएगा तो मेरे को बहुत प्रॉब्लम, क्योंकि उसके क्वेश्चन सटीक होते हैं. धन्यवाद सर. आई कम टू द नेक्स्ट. श्री संजीव जी डोसी मौजूद है सर?
संजीव दोषी जी शायद नहीं है. संजीव दोषी जी?
He is not here.
Okay, so I'll touch his questions. where does knowledge reside? Perhaps next also we'll be getting. And second is what is mind, and the scientific reference is missing. Now to answer his first question, both mind and knowledge and all higher functions up to the soul are functional units, no structural counterpart. But where it resides, I'll touch in the next question. So first, you cannot say it is there in my right hand or it is there in my right side of the brain or the upper or the lower. No, nothing. It is there throughout. We'll be talking this in little later. Now, what is mind? I tried to define just now. It's a functional unit with no structural counterpart. That's the short and simple answer. His third observation was scientific references are missing. Yes, being exploratory, and Udayji just now says it should be taken one by one rather than the whole sum. I agree. It's an exploratory talk. And I thought I'll limit it to the brain and mind coupling, but I thought perhaps first we talk about the problems and then we take one by one, and Dr. Anil will be very happy to take up that in the future. I come to the next set of questions. In fact, this has put me in the more problem or the difficulty in answering. But Dr. Narendra Bhandari has given beautiful questionnaires and the insight to the topic. What is the space domain? Just now we talked, where is the brain or the mind or the intelligence is located? It is in the brain, and he has gone further. It is within my body or it is in the universe. As deliberated today, we believe, I'm saying it is not that everyone has to believe in that one. Science believes it's an extension of the brain. And end of this EM waves, we do not know. The EM waves, electromagnetic waves, which comes out of my mind, where they are going and up to what distance they are going. Perhaps they are going to indefinite one. And if they are going, what strength they have got right now in front of my office right now. If they are 5 kilometers, their value or their strength will be the less. So it cannot be measured that well, but it will be going there. But I do not in a competent to answer how much they can go. To my mind, they can go everywhere and everywhere. That's all. But again, we will take some answer from the Dr. Bhandari. Then second, is there a superconscious mind? I have not with the subconscious, superconscious mind is the one which is higher than the conscious mind. So in one of my lecture earlier, I have not put that slide today. The subconscious mind which we talk, sub usually remains the lower category. That those who are conversant with the English. Sub is a lower one. Subservient, subserve. So sub is a lower one, but the unconscious mind is not lower. ये तो हम सबका दादा है. So to my mind, the deep brain or the so-called unconscious brain is not unconscious. It is the highest active. It is what is the superconscious mind. But a question may come: is my mind and your mind work in the different strength, different capacity? Not we are not. But to my mind, it is so big strength is there within my mind and your mind that there is no point in comparing. That's my feeling. But again, and the third question, there are other set of questions. First, we will complete this one. Mind and intelligence are not linear. Agreed, sir. But non-linear. A little development of mind increases intelligence much more. The expression is much more. Is there a mathematical relation? I'm not aware of this. So I'll request Dr. Narendra Bhandari to just comment additional comments on these three before we take the next.
Bhandari
Dr.
sir.
Dr. Saab, a very thoughtful lecture. So let me express my appreciation for such a wonderful talk. Coming to this, these questions, I think, I mean, you answered very clearly that mind is all over the universe. That is what I understood from your answer. Is that correct?
That's what exactly, because I say they are electromagnetic waves, whether it is a Lacia or anything else related to the mind or soul, they are coming out of my mind and they are going into the universe. But how far they are going into the universe, we are not very sure. That's what. So and second thing is, my mind and your mind may be connected, but they are not same one. They are working in a different magnetic wave spectrum. That's my understanding, sir.
No, this second question I asked because how, I mean, I was trying to find out how Kevlis can know everything in the universe.
Before you go further, sir, just interrupt. I said subconscious mind with the practice can be converted into the subconscious mind for a few period. Now, perhaps the Kevlis, they have gone from the unconscious mind to the conscious mind. That is the mind way explaining the Kevlis and other things, the so-called superconscious mind. This mind has become into the conscious. But perhaps we also have got the potential to become Kevlis, but we have to come to the superconscious, to the conscious level. Right now, my all unconscious minds are suppressed.
And that's very good. Yes, I think what you said is correct. Coming to the third question, I was thinking that if we have
I just want to interrupt. I just want to say, and just now you asked about the Keval Gyan. Actually, when Keval Gyan occurs at that time, all the Asankhya Spardakas of soul, they are uncovered. So, Kevali can get all kinds of knowledge at once. All the substance, all the modes, all the entire thing they can know. Asankhya Spardak, then when they are uncovered due to the destruction of knowledge covering karma and Mohaniya karma, at that time it occurs. So I want to say that Keval Gyan cannot be related with the super conscious mind, etc. and all. It is beyond that. That this is not my view.
So, whether it's the mind or the soul or the different thing is there, but everything is the continuum. That's what my way of understanding or the explaining was. It is in the continuum. So the unconscious mind, when it comes into the consciousness, perhaps we are nearer to the Kevigya. That's my. But it's a difference can always be there.
You see, what I had in mind is this in Vedic science, consciousness, they talk of three space domains, Bhutakash, Manokash and Chidakash. So Bhutakash is the physical world in which our general relativity and all laws of physics are valid, but Manokash has different rules, and Chidakash is the Chetana which extends. So it is instantly connected throughout Chidakash. So Kevlis might, I mean, I was trying to understand what is the mechanism that Kevlis know everything about the universe, all the paryaya and all that. So this concept of Chidakash was very appealing to me, that through soul they can learn these things or know these things.
Yeah, I agree with you, sir. But my objection or my inhibition in understanding this concept is that they are not on the different platforms. That Bhutakash and the Chedakash are on the different one. They are, as you develop further, as you go deeper, or as you develop further, perhaps the superconscious comes. That's a different way of whether they are in a different platform or they are in the same platform. भाई आज जो मेरे पास में जो है वो मेरा डेवलप होकर ये हो गया.
Okay, coming to the last, this third question, if there is a measure to, is there is a method to measure intelligence, then different animals and living beings have different neural network, size of neural network and different size of brain. Then as we see the development of the number of neurons we can correlate with intelligence, then we can get this mathematical relation. That was my basic approach to this.
Yeah, that's a correct approach, sir. But it will be not the number of neurons. It will be number of interconnections of the synapses.
Okay, okay, you can define it better. Synapses or whatever you say.
Synapses means connections. Like we are right now, suppose we are 30 people. But if we are connect each other, then how much? So connections, interconnections are much more important than the number of neurons.
Okay, so number of connections we can relate with intelligence.
Yeah, correct.
And then we can get a mathematical relationship.
So that's the one, because science has found out the highest number of neurons are in the cerebellum, which has got nowhere near to the thinking. So that's the number of neurons are not important. It's the interconnections which are important.
Ji. True.
I'll first take your next 4 questions, sir.
सॉरी साहब, बलराज साहब, थोड़ा मैं एक संचित साहब, सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्शन.
I just put it, sir. Let it complete so that we can finish up and then open it, sir.
Okay, sir.
Then next your question was how digital signals in the mind converted to the analog and vice versa. I have not taken that slide today for understanding of the all laws of nature, not for the mind, all laws of the nature. They are in the analog one. They are not the digital one. You take the rainbow, 7 colors have been mentioned, but they are not 7 distinct ones. They are merging with each other. So they are not uniform. Digital says red finishes, blue comes, then the green comes. So that's not there. It's a merging, and this is an innumerable of the merging is there. So we understand, we have got the analog, but for understanding reasons, logical reasons, it comes or translated into the digital one. That is what converted to the digital form, so that I can understand, I can explain you. But everything, my mind works in the analog. How it is converted, the signal from analog to digital one. Again, we have to go into the deeper mechanism. Then the next is epigenetic effect of meditation and bhavana. Yes, sir. Meditation, epigenetic effect, including the praksha meditation, has also been studied. And bhavana, perhaps the next somebody will start doing that one on the mind and the bhavana. Then is mind a receptor of messages from the universe? Again, sorry, it can be yes, it can be no, but perhaps through the electromagnetic wave, but to be researched. Then the pathway of the brain to mind and vice versa. How it comes through the electromagnetic waves. We will take it in the next lecture, which will come. How these electrowaves are generated in the brain and how they come to the mind. Can they be measured at that time? So right now I have not touched that point, so I will be not touching it. Any comment from your side?
No, thank you, sir. Very clear. I think lots of questions, questions are there which can be researched. And if somebody is willing to work, I think JS will support such a project. So this is what I want to tell. I mean, we need people who want to seriously follow it up, because on everything, I think more research has to be done. JS will support if anybody is willing to undertake any project on these aspects. Thank you, Dr. Sir, for very clear explanation, and I think I agree with most of the things you said on the answers to my question. That's very good. We'll take it forward.
My limited knowledge, I could answer that one, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So I come to the questions which are raised in the chat box. And first is from the Dr. Godawat, sir. Your turn, sir. Is sleep related to the brain, mind, and the man? Brain, mind, and man, sir. Yeah, man. What is your question, sir? Man or man?
मन से
हाँ, तो माइंड और मन तो सेम ही होगा सर।
हाँ, मतलब ये इससे अपना मतलब नींद का जो है, जैसे अपने आगम के हिसाब से तो ये दर्शनावणी कर्म के उदय से नींद आती है, वो है। तो इसका ब्रेन से अपने नींद से इसका क्या संबंध, किस तरह से अपन इसको कोरिलेट कर पा रहे हैं, इसको किस तरह से कवन करेंगे? फिर कोई मेडिसिन लेते हैं तो आपको नींद आ जाती है, किसी को नींद नहीं आती है, किसको कम आती है, किसको ज्यादा आती है। इसको अपन साइंटिफिक और आगम से कैसे कोरिलेट करेंगे सर? दिस व्हाट आई वांट टू नो.
I'll have to study it, sir. So, what is the species of the sleep? Is it a part of the brain or is it a part of the mind? I mean, I have not studied that one, but this is a good point. I'll try to study, sir.
Okay, sir.
And Dr. Anil has answered it that dreams are related to the brain or the mind.
डॉक्टर सचेत जी, आपने बहुत
Yes.
अच्छा कहा, लेकिन मेरे
अभी तो थोड़ा रुके सर, अभी थोड़ा रुके, क्वेश्चंस और हैं सर, अभी तो थोड़ा रुके सर. There is some question from the Dr. Prakash Cheti. Please highlight the difference energy from the blood. We know from the biochemistry that it is the ATP which provides the oxygen and the energy. That's a fundamental portion. Perhaps all people who are conversant or expert in the biochemistry, they will be able to answer it more better. And is it important for functionality of the brain? Not only functionality, every action needs some energy. Whether this is a thought, mind movements, that's why our all nature we have provided man, vachan, kaya. So man also needs energy, vachan also needs energy, kaya also needs energy. So the energy is the basic of our functioning of the life. I have not today touched on the alpha, beta, theta, delta. I'll be taking later. Then Dr. Mathuria has asked on the hormonal. Again, we have not touched that today. Can we say that the mind is the software and the brain is the hardware? At the present language, Paragji, yes.
What
mind
about
is
the
the
soul?
software.
What about the soul?
I'll be talking that later on, sir.
Soul
Right
is
now, I'm
supreme.
just putting up my knowledge on this.
Whatever you have said is for man,
I'll say that
and man
I'll
is
be
man is
taking after
man is
complete.
under the control of soul. Consciousness is a function of soul. So
Yeah,
whatever you
sir.
said,
Jansen
these are
sir.
the function of the soul, not of mind.
I'll try to answer, sir.
Okay.
Just
It
remembering
is very simple. It doesn't require any further study. Soul is
ओके सर,
supreme.
हाँ अभी आपको लेंगे सर, अभी जरा 2-3 क्वेश्चन और हैं, उनको ले लें, फिर आपका नंबर है.
So mind is the software and the brain is the hardware. Perhaps, but it is not that the brain is a hardware only. It has got its own
Because
software.
modern science does not believe in soul. They believe only in mind and brain.
So you cannot force anyone to believe anything.
Yes.
It is your
Brain
personal.
well.
I agree with you, sir. Tool is a Wi-Fi data that makes software hard work. That's a Dilip Jayanti has given. It's a good.
Then the whole theory is gone. Okay, anyway.
Then how do you define mind? Niraj asked.
I don't agree.
I said it's basically a set of functions. Mind is a set of functions of the interactions.
Consciousness is a function of soul.
सर रुकिए, आप रुकिए, पूरा उनको खत्म तो कर लेने दीजिए.
So
Basic
these are
concept
the
ही सही
one.
नहीं है.
Now coming.
हाँ ठीक है साहब, वो ठीक है.
So I'll just put my soul understanding. Soul is a concept which has to be believed, but not accepted right now with the fact, except the agamic. So it's a entire one's own choice to accept the soul. I'm not saying that
खैर
I'm not accepting soul.
हाँ तो ये
I'm not putting that.
आपका
Just,
कंसेप्ट हो सकता है बाकी नहीं हाँ।
that's what I agree, sir. I think it's an individual concept. I just
आपसे सब अभी लेंगे आपके क्वेश्चन सब। ये जरा और दूसरे दो तीन लोग हैं उनका वो बहुत देर से हाथ रेज हो रखा है। हाँ,
so this soul is the one which, unless you provide with the facts, it may not test the test
Anyway, this is
but
your way of thinking.
so I'll close it, and please take the open forum, and the people who have raised the hand, please,
यस
Dr.
ये विमल शाह जी कुछ सबसे पहले हाथ रेज किए, उनसे शुरू करते हैं। बोलिए सर।
जी सर।
नहीं, first welcome him in the
जी सर, थैंक यू
हाँ
वेरी
हाँ
मच।
वेलकम।
या नाइस प्रेजेंटेशन। एक स्लाइड में मल्टीटास्किंग का मेंशन है एंड वेयर इट सेज इट विल कॉज लो आईक्यू, लो अटेंशन स्पेस, लो स्पैन, लो memory, productivity, efficiency,
correct.
etc.
Yeah.
This I believe contradicts to the general perception about multitasking. The
That's what
general
I'm saying.
perception is a
Yes,
person
that's
who is
that's what I said. We are
Please, sir.
bombarded with the multitasking and its
Okay.
importance. But then what is the meditation? Meditation teaches you otherwise. So the multitasking is not the thing. Even you see in the animal kingdom, where we
Yep.
find the multitasking. So the multitasking, but the reduction in those up to 40%, they are with the heavy multitasking. Every time they are going into one or other things.
Okay.
But yes, important point, because it's a modern comment that yes, you go for multitasking, you will be better intelligent.
Right.
That's what.
Okay.
I think
Thank you for
one comment has come just now. So mind is a storehouse of the thoughts and emotions. According to yoga, Mahat is cosmic intelligence according to the Samyak philosophy. When time will like to comment. Okay, so mind is a storehouse of thoughts and emotions. That's a possibly yes. So next
निष्ठा
question,
जी,
please.
निष्ठा जी, निष्ठा जी, आप माइक ऑन करेंगे? जब तक
यस
जीवराज, हाँ
हाँ
निष्ठा
हाँ
जी।
जी यस यस हाँ जी मेरे को पूछना था रिमेम्बरिंग एंड फॉरगेटिंग डज इट हैव ए स्ट्रक्चरल कंपोनेंट डज रिमेम्बरिंग है चेंज द स्ट्रक्चरल कंपोनेंट ऑफ द ब्रेन एंड और जस्ट फॉरगेटिंग चेंजेस द स्ट्रक्चरल कंपोनेंट ऐसा कुछ है क्या
Yeah, there is a structural component in it. Right now it is in a concept mode only. There is no fix or open comment on this one. What we call it synaptic pruning. जैसे अपन घास को पूरा कटिंग करते हैं, फ्लावर्स को, इसी तरह ये कटिंग होती है. कटिंग में जो अच्छी होती है, जो तो प्रूनिंग, साइनेप्टिक प्रूनिंग, द कनेक्शन व्हिच आई हैव डेवलप्ड टुडे, आई कट दैट वन. Means the brain or the mind does that one, and from that it comes back to the, so that it fits into the my anatomy or the my thoughts or my mind. It fits into that one. So the synaptic pruning is, so forgetting is one a part of the synaptic pruning only. So the things which were there 20 years ago, I keep on, but it leaves its benchmark there. It doesn't go totally. It leaves a benchmark. So sometimes a thought comes, we again remember that. So that is the way. So this is the structure, but it has not been measured yet.
ओके थैंक यू
जीवराज जी, माइक ऑन करिए सर। डॉक्टर जीवराज जी, जीवराज जी आप सुन पा रहे हैं मुझे? डॉक्टर जीवराज जी, जब तक ये अमर सिंह जी को ले लेते हैं, वो लाइन पर हैं। अमर सिंह जी
जय जिनेन्द्र सर,
बोलिए। जय हिंद।
excellent talk, commendable sir. Sir, in conscious mind slide, you have mentioned brain is live because of चित्त. थोड़ा elaborate करेंगे इसको?
देखिएगा कि हमारी डेथ क्यों होती है। अगर इसका आप आंसर दे पाए तो ब्रेन डजंट डाई, इट्स द सोल और द माइंड, because soul right now has not been quantified, but mind has been already touched. So that's why I put that one. Either the soul goes out or the mind goes out. So right now I taken out only up to the mind, but perhaps after few
So
years.
you mean both are same?
No,
There is no
I
difference
never
between
said.
mind
I
and
never said that.
soul.
I never.
अनिल जी, अब मेरा
I never spoke about that soul. I say it is not yet quantified. I put that one. It has not
जीवराज
been
साहब।
अनिल जी,
quantified.
अब मैं बोल सकता हूँ?
हाँ
कैसे
हाँ
अनिल जी,
बोलिए।
आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ
अरे
बिल्कुल आ रही
कुछ
है।
और
आपने
आ
जैन,
रही।
I just wanted few points as per Jainism. Mind जो है that takes चार स्पर्शी वर्गणा को लेकर के माइंड वेव्स जिसको बोलते हैं। नाउ ये माइंड वेव्स, इनकी जो पावर है वो कैसे एनहांस कर सकते हैं और कैसे उसको यूटिलाइज करते हैं, इसके 5 पार्ट्स हैं। वन इज मनोवर्गणा, जब लेकर के उसको प्रोसेस करता है तो 2 पार्ट उसको एनहांस कर सकते हैं, इस पावर को बढ़ा सकते हैं। वो है एक मेडिटेशन और दूसरा है रिजोल्यूशन। और 2 पार्ट ऐसे हैं जिससे वो अपने को प्रभाव करता है, यानी उसका इन्फ्लुएंस अपने पर पड़ता है। वो है, वन इज इक्वेनिमिटी और दूसरा है फॉरगिवनेस। ये माइंड पावर यदि स्ट्रांग है तो फॉरगिवनेस भी स्ट्रांग रहेगा। और एक 5वां पार्ट है स्वाध्याय। वो दोनों रेसिप्रोकेटरी है, एक दूसरे को आपस में प्रभाव करके और मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं। दिस इज वन पार्ट। ब्रेन और न्यूरॉन्स वो सब शायद स्टोर हाउस की तरह काम करते हैं फॉर मन के लिए। और मन जो है वो आप इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट की वेव्स बोलते हैं, बट ये 4 स्पर्श ही पुद्गल है। तो मैटर और माइंड के अंदर में रिलेशनशिप बताते हैं वो यही है कि माइंड 4 स्पर्शी पुद्गल ग्रहण करता है और उसको प्रोसेस करके वापस 4 स्पर्श में ही छोड़ता है। भाषा की तरह ऐसा नहीं है 4 स्पर्श का लेके और 8 स्पर्शी भी छोड़ सकता है, ऐसा नहीं है। और माइंड मैटर का हो गया। फिर केवली का जहां तक ख्याल है, मतलब है कि कॉन्शियस माइंड और अनकॉन्शियस माइंड। अनकॉन्शियस माइंड वही है जहां पर हमारा उपयोग नहीं लगता है। केवलियों का पूरा उपयोग लगता है तो उनका पूरा माइंड जो है कॉन्शियस अनकॉन्शियस तो सब कॉन्शियस स्टेज में रहता है, ऐसा मेरा सोच है। ये आगे में तो नहीं।
आपका कहना सही हो सकता है
एनिमल्स का जहां तक ख्याल है, एक पॉइंट और है थोड़ा सा। एनिमल्स का जहां तक ख्याल है, एनिमल्स बहुत सारे ऐसे नहीं होते हैं यानी उनके अंदर माइंड नहीं होता है, ऐसा हम लोग जैन फिलोसफी के अंदर में पढ़ते हैं। थैंक यू साहब, इतने पॉइंट्स हैं।
नहीं, I agree with you, sir. But I thought this we keep it for the. That's why I not touch the word even in my title also the soul, because this is not we are talking today. Today we are talking how mind affects the mind. That's limited. What is the mind? Origin of the mind? What? So that's why I thought we need a separate one for exploring the mind, exploring the soul. We need a separate one. This is not a small topic, sir. Even mind, somebody has mentioned correctly. We need to learn it in step by step.
तो
डॉक्टर साहब, इसका मतलब ये होगा कि यदि ब्रेन ट्रांसप्लांट होता है तो उसके साथ में माइंड भी चला जाता है, उसके साथ में न्यूरॉन्स वगैरह
बिल्कुल सब चले जाते हैं सर।
That's why I put question mark in my last one.
सचिति साहब के अनुसार सोल एंड माइंड आर सेम थिंग। There is no difference between mind and soul. Then it is okay. Jain theory says this soul is supreme. Consciousness is function of soul, not of mind. So consciousness की बात करते हैं तो soul आ जाता है, बाकी सब जो है they work under the soul. सचिति
जी
साहब कह रहे हैं कि soul and mind are same,
ये
then it is okay.
मैं ये कह
I,
रहा था
I, I
साहब,
never said
ज्ञानचंद
that.
जी साहब, एक क्वेश्चन और ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद में आपको बोलने का पूरा मौका देते हैं। एक ये डॉक्टर
अच्छा,
मथुरिया जी हैं, और उनका एक क्वेश्चन ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद में आप
हाँ,
वो बताइए साहब।
ये न्यूरोसर्जन है, पीजीआई में प्रोफेसर रह चुके हैं और अभी
हाँ,
जोधपुर में
वेरी गुड,
प्रैक्टिस कर
ग्रेट। हाँ,
हाँ जी,
डॉक्टर
बोलिए
नमस्कार।
मथुरिया
सर।
सर।
हाँ हाँ, डॉक्टर साहब
हाँ,
बोलिए।
मैं डॉक्टर मथुरिया हूँ, and
जी जी
Dr.
बोलिए।
Sancheti had been my senior since the time I had been doing my MBBS, and then we were associated in PGI and subsequently in Jodhpur also. Say, I being a neurosurgeon, I believe much more in the structural knowledge. So what I tell at present is that definitely it is not worked out कि माइंड के लिए, और माइंड और सोल मेरे मुताबिक, फिलॉसफी के मुताबिक, और अदरवाइज ऑल्सो दीज आर टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स. But for the soul, probably it is worked out that there is some existence of the soul in the pineal gland. One. The other thing is that in olden days we had been telling कि जो मन करता है वो करते हैं. प्रीवियसली द पीपल यूज टू टेल कि जब हार्ट ट्रांसप्लांट होता है तो हार्ट के अंदर कोई न्यूरॉन्स नहीं जाते, कोई मेमोरी नहीं जाती है. बट रिसेंटली आई हैव टू रीड अबाउट इट, बट आई हैव हर्ड अबाउट इट that when a heart transplant is done, some of the memory of the person from whom the heart is taken also goes in that. तो जो मन वाली बात जो पुरानी हम कह रहे थे, वो चीज भी मौजूद है. और दूसरा एक, हम जब हम किसी चीज को, हमको ये सिखाया जाता है, मोर यू स्टडी द ब्रेन, मोर यू नो अबाउट इट, दैट यू नो लेस अबाउट इट. तो उसमें क्या है कि अभी भी कई चीजें ऐसी हैं कि जो कि दिमाग में स्ट्रक्चरल एरियाज आर नॉट वर्कड आउट. मे बी टुमारो इन द साइंस वी विल बी एबल टू आंसर that this is the structure mainly responsible for the mind, this is the structure mainly responsible for the soul. That's what I want to say. Still we are ignorant about the brain anatomy and physiology quite a lot. I think Dr. Sancheti will agree with me, and it's
I
excellent talk,
agree.
excellent thought provoking process.
The one thing is, sir, regarding the heart, if you see the number of neurons in the body, highest number are in the brain, second in the GIT gut. Your intestine has got the second number higher, so it is known as the gut feeling. And the third is the heart. Then there are
Yes.
many organs, including the kidneys and the liver. Neurons are there as well. So that is the one. Second, you rightly said that we know less about them. So let us not close or reject the argument.
Thank you very much, boss. Really,
ओके। हाँ
I'm
जी
educated quite a lot by the talk. Thank you very much.
जी, थैंक यू थैंक यू। डॉक्टर ज्ञानचंद जी साहब, आप बोलिए
यस
सर।
सर.
हाँ
देखिए साहब, मैंने भी बहुत
Yes,
अध्ययन
sir.
किया है. देयर आर थ्री थिंग्स, द सुप्रीम इज सोल, माइंड एंड बॉडी. वैसे देखा जाए तो सोल एंड बॉडी, बॉडी आल्सो कम. सचिति साहब ने जो कुछ भी कहा है, और साइंस में सोल को नहीं मानते हैं. साइंस टॉक ओनली ऑफ माइंड एंड बॉडी. तो वो उसके हिसाब से बिल्कुल ठीक है, सचिति साहब बिल्कुल ठीक है. बट द कॉन्शियसनेस इज द फंक्शन ऑफ सोल, नॉट ऑफ माइंड एंड बॉडी. तो सुप्रीम इज सोल. और उसके बाद में ये जितने भी बताया है इन्होंने, इतने न्यूरॉन्स होते हैं, ये होते हैं, वो होते हैं. जैन में अगर जाएं तो जैन तो बहुत ज़्यादा गया और ज़्यादा डीप गए हुए हैं. ये कुछ नहीं है, इन्फिनाइट तक गए. तो मेरे कहने का मतलब है, इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल. एवरीथिंग इज अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ सोल, एंड देन कम्स द माइंड एंड बॉडी. सारी जो बातें बताई हैं इन्होंने बिल्कुल सही बताई हैं, लेकिन दे आर द फंक्शन ऑफ द सोल, नॉट ऑफ द माइंड. आजकल की मॉडर्न जो साइंस है वो सोल को नहीं मानती है, वो माइंड को मानती है. और माइंड की जो बात जो है बिल्कुल सही है. अगर आप डोंट बिलीव इन सोल देन इट इज़ ओके. इफ़ यू बिलीव इन सोल देन इट इज़ नॉट करेक्ट. मेरा सिंपल ये कह. तो सुप्रीम इज सोल. सोल में सारी सब चीज़ें आती हैं. अब एक आदमी डेथ हो जाती है, समझे नहीं, माइंड फंक्शन नहीं करता है, तो कहाँ जाती हैं सब चीज़ें? सोल वर्क करती है। तो ये सिंपल चीज़ है, सिंपल है। सचिन साहब ने जो बताया है वो केवल माइंड की और बॉडी की बात बताई है, सोल की बात नहीं बताई है। तो सोल इज सुप्रीम, कॉन्शियस इज ए फंक्शन ऑफ सोल, और उसके बाद में सारी सब चीज़ें आती हैं। आप न्यूरल में जाइए, किसी में जाइए, किसी में जाइए, किसी में जाइए, किसी में समथिंग। तो मेरा सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, क्लेरिफिकेशन है कि सोल इज सुप्रीम, consciousness, subconsciousness, super consciousness is a function of soul, whereas all जितने भी और functions हैं ये सब जो है metabolic physiological functions हैं।
मैं थोड़ा सा आंसर दे सकता हूँ सब अपने इग्नोरेंस में। देखिए
थोड़ा
सब
आपने जो बताया वो माइंड के लिए ठीक है।
नहीं तो मैं तो कहाँ समझने में कमी रह गई मेरी और आपकी। देखिएगा, पहले तो मैंने कहीं पर भी अभी तक तो एक वर्ड नहीं बोला कि सोल को मैं बिलीव। सेकंड, आई पुट इट सोल as a law of nature. That is, now I am putting up the thing. Soul is a law of nature, and not
not law of nature, law of body, law of body.
Let me complete it. Soul is a law of nature, and we are part of the nature. And yet, and soul has not been explored. That's what I said in my first slide only. If you can make out, soul has not been.
Then it is okay.
So I will tell you.
Then Satish is up. Then it is okay.
That we have not, but we are not denied.
I have gone very deep, very deep. जहाँ तक फिजियोलॉजी के सवाल है, मैं बहुत की सारी ब्रेन की फिजियोलॉजी में सारा गया हूँ, समझे नहीं? सोल, अगर if you don't believe in soul, then it is okay. Everything is fine.
I still say I am ignorant about it. I never say I don't.
Ignorant का मतलब ये और क्या?
नहीं, ignorant and non-believer is I am not opposing the soul. I am saying I am not opposing it. So that's a humbly I am putting it. But
okay.
But you say I accept today, I will not.
Whatever you have said, that is only for the mind, and the mind is not the controlling body. Soul is
Ramesh Jain has raised the hand.
Super consciousness is a function of soul. Consciousness is a function of soul. बगैर जो है सोल के कॉन्शियसनेस आ सकती है क्या, ये बता दीजिए। जीवराज जी ने जो कहा वो बिल्कुल सही कहा कि जो है मन में, चित्त में ये सारे फंक्शन जो हैं बॉडी के हैं, लेकिन कॉन्शियसनेस, सुपर कॉन्शियसनेस इज ए फंक्शन ऑफ सोल, और उसके बाद में सारी चीजें आती हैं।
Sir, there are two comments which have come. One is from Dr. Ramesh.
Then it is okay. बाकी
Yes,
तो अदरवाइज आपने जो सारी
मेरा प्रश्न ये है,
सारी फिजियोलॉजी बताई है, ये तो पढ़ी हुई हमने सारे। आई हैव गॉन वेरी डीप। हो सकता है आप
ठीक है सर, I go to your knowledge sir.
सर मेरा कहना ये है कि आइडेंटिटी कहाँ रिजाइड करती है हमारी बॉडी या ब्रेन में?
देखिए, इंडिविजुअलिटी जो मैंने आपको शायद कई स्लाइड में मैंने पॉइंट भी किया था, ईगो इज द वन, देन योर आइडेंटिटी, बट दिस आइडेंटिटी इज एक्सटर्नल आइडेंटिटी एंड द इंटरनल आइडेंटिटी। यू आर टॉकिंग ऑफ विच वन?
आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंटरनल आइडेंटिटी।
Internal identity, so that is your, I cannot tell you where your internal identity is.
Okay, thank you.
Then there are the comments have come from Dr. Mathuria, Sadhvi ji, Shashi Prajna ji, that pineal is the seat of the soul. Perhaps I do not agree with it, but it is a feeling which is everyone has got. But because the pineal shrinks with the age, its size decreases, and one comment has come beautifully in between, that if you remove the pineal, then you should die. Pinealectomy कर देंगे डॉक्टर मथुरिया, तो फिर तो I must die, which doesn't happen. So it means whether we are correct in labeling pineal as the third eye or the soul.
It
We
is
are correct.
That,
So again, it's a
that
question.
sir, that is which is worked out till date. This
Yes,
knowledge is
I
not
agree.
complete.
Really,
Till date, that's what is.
but see, this is has been given mainly. Pioneer has been blasted, or it has been introduced from the Vedic concept, where they put the
Yes,
third eye, Sivjiki or
yes, yes.
but then it was pineal or something else. I'll send you one article
No, no, I
later on.
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you that we remove pineal and the patient doesn't die. I agree with you on that. But we
But,
don't know that some minuscule is left, and that is why the patient is surviving. We don't know exactly, to be very honest.
that's what is ignorance. If we accept ignorance, yes,
Yes, yes.
correct.
I agree with you. Yes, yes, I agree with
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Whatever.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
So great discussion.
So before we conclude, one line. Thank you, Dr. Anjay Jain, for nicely conducting the conference. Thank you very much.
अनिल जी, मैं मतलब नरेंद्र जी भंडारी जी को बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगी कि ऐसा जो माइंड और ब्रेन पर जो आज डीपर डिस्कशन हुआ, मुझे लगता है जो अल्टीमेट गोल ऑफ जैज, एस्टैब्लिशिंग जैज, वो आज फुलफिल हो रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है। धीरे धीरे हम कितने मतलब फिलोसॉफी ऑफ माइंड एंड ब्रेन को अपन जैनिज्म के बैकग्राउंड से, साइंस के बैकग्राउंड से, मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड से सब समझ रहे हैं। इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग एंड वी आर प्रोग्रेसिंग टुवर्ड्स ना न्यू फ्यूचर, बोलते ना फ्यूचर ऑफ जैनिज्म। मतलब एक नए अप्रोच के साथ, नए अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ, एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग और क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग के साथ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग। आई एम रियली अप्रिशिएट द वेरी व्हाट यू कॉल डिस्कशन which went on and his special lecture. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Samani ji. Thank you. So it was a great talk and discussion, and we all know that this type of topic can't be covered in one lecture. We need many more lectures. And not only this, next time when we will conduct our roundtable discussion, we will specify some of the topics also for the speakers so that we are focused. But मैं एक छोटी सी बात कहूँगा, lot many research is going on consciousness in the Western world. So many papers are there, many discussions are there available on YouTube. So we should see some of them, and we will find a very interesting thing. And there are pros and cons also. When we are talking of soul, as Gyanchan ji Sahab again and again referring, but in the Western world, they are addressing the same thing with consciousness. So wherever you find the discussion about consciousness, you should, this is my perception, you should consider it as the soul. So they are considering, as far as brain is concerned, uh, about 7,000 operations were conducted by, I think, Agnor, and he found many more interesting things. Someone do not have half brain, someone don't have full brain, even is a part of brain,
Is a
even then
minuscule.
he remember. मैं
Minuscule, very small. Very small
yes,
brain was left.
yes, और इतना ही नहीं है, एक ये भी आया था उनका केस में कि एक अनकॉन्शियस कर दिया गया था, उसको पता नहीं था क्या है, मतलब होश में नहीं था, मतलब जैसे हम लोगों को बेहोश कर दो ऑपरेशन से पहले, तो उसको ऑपरेशन होना था, तो उसको बेहोश कर दिया, तो उसके दांत मुंह में थे, तो वो नर्स ने उन दांतों को निकाल के एक ड्रॉअर में रख दिया, और जब बाद में उसको होश आया तो कहने लगा मेरे दांत ड्रॉअर में है, वो निकाल करके मुझे दे दो। तो मैं एक बात कह रहा हूँ कि ये बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है। लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड थिंक अबाउट दिस, एंड नॉट ओनली दिस, ये न्यूरॉन की और जितनी बात कर रहे थे उसके काउंटर आर्ग्यूमेंट भी अवेलेबल है। सो हमको इनमें इंटरेस्टिंगली डीप रिसर्च में जाना होगा, और इतना ही नहीं, दूसरे जो दर्शन है वो क्या कहते हैं इस पर भी सोचना होगा। मैं हमेशा इस पक्ष में रहता हूँ कि अगर हमको सत्यता जाननी है तो अपनी जैन बाउंड्री को भी थोड़ा शिथिल करना पड़ेगा, ये नहीं कि हम उसी को लेकर के बात करते रहें, हमको अपनी बाउंड्री को थोड़ा खोलना होगा। तो ये मेरा अपना ओपिनियन है, मैं किसी और किसी बात की नहीं कह रहा हूँ। So we will try
ये
to.
आपकी नहीं है सभी, ये अनेकांत जन अनेकांतवाद यही कहता है।
हाँ, तो ये तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा अगर लोग इस बात को सपोर्ट करते हैं। तो मैं मतलब जो सोच रहा था, मई और जून में जब भी कन्वीनियंट हमको समय मिलेगा, हम ये राउंड टेबल डिस्कशंस रखेंगे, जैसे कि हमने ये रीबर्थ और री इनकारनेशन के ऊपर रखे थे। तो अलग अलग लोगों के ओपिनियन उसमें लेंगे, और फिर हम आगे देखते हैं कि इसमें किस तरह से काम हो सकता है। मैं तो इस टाइम के लिए बहुत पहले से ही, मतलब शुरुआत से ही मैं कह रहा था कि जब हम आत्मा, हमारा सबसे पहला द्रव्य कहो, तत्व कहो, आत्मा है, उसको लेकर के हम लोग थोड़ा सा कम रिसर्च करते हैं या सोचते नहीं है, कि मान करके चल लेते हैं। एक ही वो थोड़ा सा, अब मनोविज्ञान का इतना बड़ा डिपार्टमेंट ये जगह जगह खुला हुआ है, पैरासाइकोलॉजी, साइकोलॉजी, इनकी तरफ भी हमको निगाह दौड़ानी चाहिए। So with this comment, again I will like to thank you, Dr. Pratap Sancheti. He has given a very nice presentation, and all the people who participated in the discussion. It was a great discussion, and we will take up such topics next time also. Thank you
Sir,
all. Or now this
sir,
is all
Dr.
to
Amar,
Dr. Bhandari.
sir, Dr. Amarji has again raised a hand. So please take his question. Dr. Amar Singhvi ji.
ये सब चैट बॉक्स में आप देख लीजिए संचेती साहब।
Sir, when we talk that minuscule part of the brain is left and patient is alive and active or whatever, it means the whatever anatomical presentations we are learning and teaching, a major part of the brain, if it is not there, how the functioning occurs.
है सिर्फ ब्रेन से नहीं होता है, और बाकी की 5 इंद्रिय भी तो अपने साथ में जुड़ी हुई हैं, वो भी फंक्शन करती हैं, उनसे भी हमको कुछ
नहीं, पांचों इंद्रिय सब ब्रेन से तो जुड़ी हुई है।
इवन देन
एंड फंक्शंस थ्रू द
जब हम ये
ब्रेन।
नहीं, जब हम ये मानते हैं कि जानवरों में ब्रेन नहीं होता है 4 इंद्रिय तक, तो वो कहाँ से वो ये अंदाज लगाते हैं और देखते हैं और कर पाते हैं?
सर मन नहीं होता।
I just give a short answer in my title of the evolution of the brain and mind. I said some form of information processing is there even 3.5 billion a year ago, and where even when the brain was not there, the information processing was there. And later on, when the brain comes, the mind is still there, but it is not developed as in the human being. That is what answer is.
Okay, let me correct myself.
When the small brain is left, it is usually, we call it in our language, reptilian brain is there, small. The lowest portion of the brain is there, which is sufficient for making the reptiles to be alive. So in that way, higher functions are lost.
Yes, let me correct myself. जहां पर भी मैंने ब्रेन कहा था उसको माइंड ले लीजिए, वो गलत कह गया मैं। हाँ, बस बाकी का मतलब और कोई चीज नहीं है। मतलब कहने का मतलब ये था मेरा कि ब्रेन और माइंड को सेपरेट किया है, वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड ने भी ट्राई किया है, क्योंकि अगर ब्रेन नहीं है तो हमको ये कहाँ से आ रहा है? माइंड से तो कुछ एक्शन हो रहा है, कुछ फंक्शन हो रहा है उसका भी। तो ये तो ब्रेन को हम माइंड नहीं मान सकते।
इसका आंसर आज दिया था, एनिमल्स डू हैव गॉट द माइंड। So these are the views. Okay, I think we must close.
Okay, ये 2 क्वेश्चन और हैं, क्विकली ले लेते हैं, फिर हम वाइंड अप करेंगे। एक अमर सिंह जी का है, एक डॉक्टर द्युति राठी जी का है। तो अमर सिंह जी, उन्होंने व्हाट्सएप चैट बॉक्स में भी लिखा है, सर देख लीजिए। व्हाट इज द मैकेनिज्म ऑफ लाफर एंड बोर्डम? दीज आर नॉट अपेरेंट इन एनिमल्स। आप कुछ कहेंगे इस पे सर?
नहीं, they are the higher functions. They are higher functions which are developed in the human being. That is the simple thing. But being pleasant, means pleasure, is there in the animals also. Even you can make out whether the dog is happy or unhappy. Where a small reptile is happy or unhappy, he is aggressive or not. So primal drive, the word was primal drive, is there in everyone. Later on, limbic brain comes, the happiness and the emotions come. And when the neocortex comes, then you get all the higher functions. So that is the answer.
Okay, Dr. Diti Rathi ji?
Yeah. Thank you, Anilji, and thank you, Santri Sab. A very, very interesting lecture and topic. I just agree with with your recent comment that all animals also have a mind, and that's what we feel that we should focus on that, because the 10 बल जो 10 प्राण किए जाते हैं उसमें मन भी एक है, मनोबल भी एक है. So like that's really interesting कि we look at animals with mind एंड नॉट जस्ट संगनी असंगनी पंचेंद्रिय तक माइंड है, वो अपने को थोड़ा सा शिफ्ट करना चाहिए. अपना परसेप्शन इज व्हाट आई फील. एंड सेकेंडली माई क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, मेडिटेशन जब करते हैं तो कौन से माइंड पे इम्पैक्ट आता है इन योर ओपिनियन? कॉन्शियस, सबकॉन्शियस, अनकॉन्शियस?
It is subconscious comes to the conscious. That's what I will try to explain today.
Okay.
Subconscious mind, but it is taming the conscious mind also.
But it will not impact the unconscious mind, because that is the in my
that is a dark box. No comment can be given at this stage.
अच्छा अच्छा. एंड जो एनिमल माइंड है, यू थिंक दैट वुड बी शोइंग अनकॉन्शियस माइंड clarity?
Yeah, see, even we have not accepted that one. We have to explore all these things. But to logic, it says it will be there
It
in
is
every.
unconscious, right? Because unconscious say subconscious and subconscious is conscious mind. That's the evolvement you are showing. So it has to kind of relate to unconscious mind. Very, very interesting.
All the three will be there, but quantum of each one will be different.
Oh, okay. You mean to say all three would be there. Well, excellent.
See the animal, even the single cell organisms have got everything in the smaller thing.
Okay.
So जो अपन कहते हैं सुसुप्त स्टेज में.
Right.
And you proliferate it.
Okay. Well, very interesting, very thought-provoking. I hope to attend all the RTMs and participate. Thank you, Anilji. Thank you, Sanjay.
थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Bye.
भंडारी साहब, आप कुछ एंड में कहना चाहेंगे?
I think everybody will join me in expressing our appreciation to Dr. Sanchete Saab for an excellent talk. Thank you, sir. We'll continue this. I think this is just the beginning. And anybody wants to work on a project, I am looking of taking some small problems under JS. So please write to me if anybody is interested. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. सबको जय हिंद, नमस्कार.
थैंक यू सर. जय
हिंद सर. बहुत बहुत आभार.
या वाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक, सो वाणी मस्तक नमो सदा दे तूं दोख. हे जिनवाणी भारती तो जपू दिन रैन सोते